All right, so my name's Austin, and you can find me here at austin.w.keeton at my email, or you can check out my code on GitHub, or if you have questions specifically, I would definitely suggest you reach out to me on the Slack channel for Techlahoma. Back in August, I had the pleasure of being a coach at the SheCode's Django event in Oklahoma City. It was a workshop for women who are interested in getting an introduction into the web development process. And to do that, we followed the Django Girls curriculum, which is online. It is a fantastic curriculum with wonderful documentation. We started that at I think 9 or 10 in the morning, and by the end, a few people had a fully functioning blog. So this is the actual result of what you get from following the curriculum. The Django framework is great, and then it allows you to nimbly and quickly make a fully functioning website. In this case, a blog where there's even admin controls on the back end to add users, add and edit blog posts. And so you get this just from a few hours of work. So the event itself, again, was back in August. You can see it was from 9:30 to 5:30. We had about 23 women participate. To be a participant, you had to be a woman, but to be a coach, you didn't have to be. Not everybody stayed for the entire time. People usually trickled out between 4:30 and 5:30, and there was a complete range of experience among the attendees. I had someone who had hardly ever touched a line of code before, and also somebody that was a professional web developer. I believe she used .NET. So a wide range of experience. One of the best things about the event was that it was 100% free thanks to some great sponsors. Tailwind, they actually sent an employee to kind of give an introduction to what being a developer looks like and the benefit of working in that industry. Draft to Digital, We Go Look, those were also sponsors of the event. And then Whole Lotta Pie provided some of the food, some delicious pie. So it's actually a local food truck. So if you see them floating around, definitely grab some food from them. Also got to give a shout out to the organizers, Kimberly Collins and Caitlin Stewart. Let's just fix that right now. Boom, okay. Kimberly Collins and Caitlin Stewart, and then with some guidance from Kendall Wirtz, who did a similar event in Tulsa. So big thanks to them. Because of them, 23 people got introduced to coding that may not have been before. So that's pretty big. That's a big impact. So this is what the event looked like. It was just a very open area. We had multiple speakers and kind of took our time going through it. We took lots of breaks. We had lots of talks. It was very laid back. We made sure our brains stayed engaged and that it was a welcoming environment. So I can safely say that this is probably one of the most influential experiences I've had at Techlahoma, because it allowed me to give back something that's been given to me, and that's a lot of support and knowledge. So probably my favorite thing out of it was getting to witness those aha moments that you experience yourself when you finally understand something. And it's only better when you get to see it on somebody else's face, and even better, hopefully get to participate in them obtaining that moment. So what I would suggest is that you look into events like this to try to contribute to. We don't know when the next one's going to be for the SheCode's Django event, but we would like there to be one. And I think one of the hesitations that a lot of people had going into it was, well, I've never used Django before. I've never used Python before. If you have any type of development or programming experience, trust me, you will be okay. I used Python at work, but I had never touched or looked at Django before. In preparation, I went over the tutorial twice. The first time, I think it took me, 5 hours, something like that. The second time, it took me an hour or two. And then using some online resources, I kind of dug into how Django actually works, the MVC model that it uses. And so going in, I felt completely confident to help anybody, regardless of where they were at in their programming process. So if you're interested in getting involved, we have a couple channels on Slack that you should get involved with. Number one is She Codes. It is, I guess I should say, She Codes is a Techlahoma user group for women who are interested in learning about programming in a very supportive environment, again, only for women. They actually have a meetup coming up this weekend on the 18th where they're going to be using Raspberry Pis and Node to create a project. So if you're interested in She Codes and you're a woman, definitely get hooked up with them. You can also find them on Twitter at She Codes OKC or on Meetup where you can follow when the activities are going to be occurring at the Meetup She Codes OKC. If you're interested in She Codes Django, the next event, or even going through the tutorial yourself ahead of time, we have a Slack channel, She Codes Django. We also have a Django Slack channel. I didn't put it on here, unfortunately, but get plugged into both of those. I monitor the She Codes Django Coach one, so if you want to go through the tutorial yourself, just announce it there, and then we could be there to help you. And you don't have to be a woman to go through the the Django Girls curriculum. I went through it twice. The website I made is probably still live on the internet there, so give it a go. It's a great introduction. So as far as resources go, we already heard about some great resources from our previous speakers, but to kind of go over the ones I mentioned, we have djangogirls.org is the main one. They have not only tutorials for Django, but also if you're interested in coaching in general, they have some fantastic resources. We also have the djangoproject.com, which is the official tutorial and documentation for Django. And then lastly, one of the things that really helped me was lynda.com, which provides tutorials on pretty much anything you can think of, technology or related. And one of the really nice things is there are quite a few ways to get a membership for free. If you're in Oklahoma City, you can actually get a free membership if you have a library card with the Metro library system. So definitely pass that along to your friends. Even if you're not interested in Python, lynda.com has tons of resources to help you develop as a professional. So again, if you have any questions, these are lightning talks, so I'm probably just going to cut it off right here. But definitely reach out to me through my email, through GitHub, or on Slack. I would be more than happy to answer any questions, help you get started on the tutorial, or help you through it. So thank you very much.